So apparently the fan base thinks that Sonic CD is officially a bad game. Are y'all bored? Is there something I need to know? Of course, this all starts with social media. Whether it be on Twitter, whether it be on Facebook, or even Instagram or YouTube itself. I've been noticing a trend at the manner of Sonic CD. Why? What's going on? What is giving this conclusion that these games that used to be good are now all of a sudden bad? The same trend is happening with Sonic Adventure. The same thing happened with Sonic Generations. What is making y'all think or do this turnaround of saying these good games are suddenly bad? Why? What's going on? I have questions. I need answers. Are y'all bored? Is there something you just want to bitch about? What's up? It's like everybody wants to be a follower instead of a leader. Like it's apparently the cool hip thing to bash good games. And a lot of people are actually going out there and saying that Sonic 1 is bad. It's the first fucking Sonic game. I'm starting to get the impression that, I don't know, I've always tried to veer away from saying this, and I've said it a couple times, but it seems like people who bash a game only bash it because they don't understand it or they just straight up suck at it. And I feel like Sonic CD falls under the category of being misunderstood. Why? Because Sonic is high speed, but the game involves heavy platforming and obnoxious level design. Dominantly, the whole game focuses on three specific things. 1, the generators. 2, the holograms for Metal Sonic. 3, the time stones. All of these things are connected in Sonic CD. So when a casual Sonic fan is going from Sonic 1, Sonic 2, or Sonic 3, and then you introduce Sonic CD, which is exploring and platforming because of the generators that you have to search for. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can do it pretty much the same as any casual Sonic game. Go from start to finish and then get your special stage. It's the same thing as Sonic 1 if you really think about it. I don't know, maybe it's just me, because I could sense the ambition that came with Sonic CD. Hence the animation, the fact that there were 2 separate soundtracks from USA and Japan. When you beat the game, you got to see this badass animation, this cutscene showing you whether you were successful and when you got the 7 Chaos Emeralds, when you had your alternate endings, the good endings, the bad endings. And then finally, once you get to the credits, you see all the stages that you went through and you see them in that same animation. That was cool. Those were cool things. And then the theme song itself, Sonic Boom. What? These elements were badass to me. You had your past, let's talk about that. Time. First of all, the fact that you had to maintain your speed in order to go to the past, present, or the future. Then, just that in itself, going to the past, being in the present, going into the bad future, going into the good future, earning that good future. The fact that you had to make your way to the past, find the generator to see your fruits of labor to get the good future. Elements like that is pretty much solid with me. I'm sold. And just to add some icing on the cake, you guys already know how I feel about a peel out. Bruh. That figure 8, that was clutch. And once you get all those time stones in the special stages, you were guaranteed the consistency of a good future. Like, but and this is just my opinion, before Mania even came to be a thing, that was my second favorite Sonic game throughout the whole franchise, classic specifically. But yeah, back on track with this. I don't know. I understand people have different opinions. People have different things that they like, where they put in categories for Sonic games. But I don't know. I feel like this is more of a trend than actual opinions from actual Sonic fans. Again, I feel like this is like the cool kid. One of the cool kids said that Sonic CD was bad, and now the rest of the kiddies are like, oh, well, if he's cool, he said it was bad, so I'm gonna say it's bad as well. I feel like it's a trend rather than actual... I feel like it's followers rather than leaders. Like I said, this same thing happened with the Adventure series. Apparently, at that time, the Adventure series didn't age well or some bullcrap like that. Whatever. We'll save that for a different topic. Pause. Hold up. Didn't Christian Whitehead remake Sonic CD? So why is it getting bashed? What? Without the remake of Sonic CD that was made by Christian Whitehead himself, you would have probably not have gotten the remakes of Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 mobile versions. Y'all remember those? Or Mania for that matter. That wouldn't have even came to be. And I truly believe if Christian Whitehead didn't come into the game, a lot of people wouldn't have been introduced to Sonic CD in the first place. It's true. Let's be honest. How many people out there went out of their way to buy the Sega CD and attach it to their Sega Genesis? Shoot, the only way I got that was with my mother, and she worked at Toys R Us. I got lucky. And somehow, some way, she found the 32X, but again, we'll save that for another topic. But yeah, that's my take on the situation, because, I don't know, I feel like we as Sonic fans, we are a little ungrateful for the things that we get. Don't get me wrong, there are games that I feel could be better or should be better, but for the ones that are actually good, I feel like we take them for granted. But I digress. It is what it is. You got people out here who detest Sonic Mania, and Sonic Mania is doing excellent scores, and I feel like it's about, shoot, it did it again with Sonic Mania Plus. Different strokes, different folks. It is what it is. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you listening. Let me know what you think. What do you think about Sonic CD as a whole? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Why? This is Shumba, signing out. Later.